Do you often feel like your life is out of control? Do you sometimes feel like the government is failing you? Do you find that things don't go according to plan, regardless of the effort you put in? Welcome to life, bub. We're all pretty fucked. I mean, like in a fun way, in a positive way, we're all done for. But, rarely do the results of your efforts produce exactly what you thought they would. Because life's not a video game. Life is an unrelenting struggle in defiance of a merciless God and here under the machine of capitalism. Please like and subscribe. Whenever I'm faced with that realization that I can't fix the world, then I try to fix something in my immediate purview. Like I'll sew up a hole in my pants. I'll fix a leak under the sink. I'll vacuum up some cat hair, whatever. In my most recent attempt at redirecting my urge to fix the world, I took aim on some shelves in my home office. I call it an office. 15 years ago, you would have called it a man cave. Now you'd probably call it a podcast studio. But whatever, it's my space. I can do whatever I want with it within reason because I rent. It's tough because I am of a home owning, renovating age demographic, right? So that urge is definitely coming up. I don't know if it's like a biological clock sort of thing. Like I hit 42 and I just wanted to enclose a patio. I have some IKEA shelves, the square ones that everybody has. And I wanted to put a spacer between them, just like a little DIY project that I could do with some 2x4 and hand tools. The only power tools I own are a drill and a Dremel, and I don't have a car, so logistics are an issue when I have these ideas. I did what anyone born after 1980 would do, and I found a digital substitute. In this case, I built the shelf in Blender. What a boring thing to do. So I would just kind of fantasize about my shelf, and I settled for the digital substitute. I played Shelf, the video game, for a while, and that was that. And then out of nowhere, the animation studio I worked at last year emailed us and said they were getting rid of some furniture, and so they were giving away a free couch. All I had to do was pick it up. Did we need a new couch? Sort of. We sort of did. Did we need a new free couch? Yeah, everyone needs a free couch. So now my dream of building a shelf is resurrected because I have to rent a truck to get the couch. I can rent the truck at Home Depot. I can buy the wood for the shelf at Home Depot. I can get it all back to my apartment and build the shelf and then sit on the couch. The one small thing we have to do first is get the old couch out of the apartment on trash night. Should be easy, right? As a New Yorker, it feels silly when anything from your real life reflects an episode of Friends, but that's where we ended up. Pivot! Okay, maybe if I had done a little drawing first.
Look, I drew a sketch of how we're going to do it, okay?
Maybe we wouldn't be in this position, but, here we are. My wife and I. We struggled moving this couch. Do not move a couch with your partner unless you are sure there is at least, I'm going to say 10 inches of clearance on all sides of the couch, the doorway, the hallway, and down the stairs. 10 inches of clearance at least. I think we were working with about 3 or 4. Less, maybe. And some weird angles. We got it down from the 3rd floor, and then it hit the 2nd floor, and there's this weird bulge in the wall because it's New York, and the couch got jammed. It just fell in there. It was stuck. Nothing was getting it out. No amount of yelling pivot or anything. So we're tired. We're dehydrated. It got tense between my wife and I. We exchanged some words about one another's abilities to judge spatial relations. So if you saw the Friends episode, you know what happens. Sorry, spoiler alert, they cut the couch in half. So I'm like, okay, that's what we're going to have to do. I'd say, can you get my saw? She grabs my saw from the apartment. I find the middle part of the couch, and I just go to town and I, with a handsaw, start cutting the couch in half. I get it broken enough so that we can now maneuver its limp, lifeless body down the stairs, and it's still heavy. It's still a workout, but we get it outside. It's like 12:30, okay? 12:30 at night. And my neighbors don't ask any questions. Nobody pokes their head out and goes like, "Hey, I heard some sawing and grunting. At 12:30 at night, is everything okay?" I wouldn't have minded if they asked. I'd be, "Oh, thank you for your concern." I would be concerned too, but I guess I'm just a Karen. The next morning, I go get the truck. I get the wood. I price power saws while I'm at Home Depot. But they're expensive. It's like Monday. It's raining. I'm driving this box truck that honestly you should need a CDL to drive these things through New York. I mean, with the exception of clipping 7 to 10 car mirrors, it was pretty flawless. Holy shit, something worked. We had a plan. There was a hiccup with the whole couch removal, but it was fine. It worked. Our marriage survived, and now we have a new couch. Later that week, our new couch bliss was briefly sidelined. My wife came in. She'd gone to the gym, and she came home and she said, "I need your help. I lost one of my earbuds down the grate above the subway." And I said, why? No, just forget about it. It's like a $40 earbud. I'm thinking, like, how are we going to find it to get it out of there? You know, am I going to have to put my Coast Guard search and rescue skills to use? I don't have any. She's very determined. I can tell that she really wants to do this. So I'm going to support by going out and filming her. We get a magnet, and then she like ties it to a long piece of thread, but she fishes it out. It takes like 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes on her hands and knees, like trying to find it. She finally finds it, then gets the magnet down there. And it's fucking disgusting, but it works. She did it. It took a few tries, took like 20 minutes. It was gross down there, but she fished it out and she cleaned it off thoroughly. And she had her earbuds again. Another win in the face of an unrelenting God. Now back to the shelf. The shelf is built. You can see it behind me. So obviously I did that part of it. I sawed, I hand sawed a lot. I power drilled a lot. I screwed some stuff together. I hardly did any sanding. You're going to get a splinter on this thing, let me tell you. But you know, I did it. Also at like into the wee hours of the morning. Because that's when I felt motivated, and I have no control over that. I am at the mercy of my own motivation. And, you know, I don't get to decide when it strikes. I just got to ride that wave, baby. And it's not life-changing. I probably could have spent my time better, you know, maybe doing other things. But I thought about it, and I'm like, okay, I know why. I know why we did all that. I know why we went and got that couch and, you know, and like fished an earbud out of an urban petri dish, and why I built a shelf for no real reason. I know why. I did all those dumb little things because, you know, we're all up against a lot that's completely out of our control, right? So it's helpful to do stuff where you're pretty sure the result is going to be balanced with the effort you put into it. And you can like step back and say, look at that. We murdered that couch and we got it to the curb, and now we have a new free couch. Or you can say, look at this earbud. I fished it out of a pile of needles. Or you can admire the shelf that you built and how it's still standing, even though the world around you has completely crumbled. And that's worth something, right? Thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe. I'm just trying to have fun in my own special way here. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with more bright, happy thoughts.